People who feel the intensity of your presence remember you for a long time. Hello and welcome to Soul Mighty, where we bring to you practical self-improvement content in a podcast style. So plug your headphones and get ready for 12 habits to win people's hearts. Number 1. Being real and being you. Remember that not everyone will like your authenticity, and that's okay. It's better to stay real rather than fake things off and eventually lose connections. So if you can be real and talk real, people will eventually understand your value, and that's how they eventually get attracted to your personality. Number 2, not being desperate for attention. How many times did we fall into the trap of being desperate for people's attention? No matter what the reason might be, we must understand that if somebody is not interested, we are nobody to disturb them. And rather we have some important things and beautiful priorities to make in life. It can be a beautiful meeting to make, a thought to take, and having some personal life goals to decide on and whatnot. We have so many things to do. The list goes on and on. So we just need to focus on the things that matter the most and replace this sense of desperation with better attention. And that matters. Moving on to the fourth step. It's rather the third step. It's action taking and letting your karma introduce who you are. How beautiful is it? If you can allow your actions do the talking, you don't need to open your mouth. So if you can have the right set of thoughts, feelings, and actions in the long run, they will speak volumes of who you are as a human being. And that's how you attract more people toward you without you even having to open your mouth. Great, huh? Next, feet on the ground. No matter how high you fly, no matter how much you achieve in your life, if you can stay grounded, you can win in terms of behavior. And this is another important aspect of your education. Knowing how to stay grounded, knowing how to treat others well, besides getting treated well. So this is a beautiful thing we need to focus on in order for us to complete that list of attractiveness or gaining people's attention, right? In a natural way, of course. Next, flaw acceptance and improvement. If we have some serious flaws going on, we first need to admit them, work on them, and overcome them. For example, if there are flaws, all of us make mistakes, we are humans. But if there is something going wrong, maybe, let's say for example, in my job, in my career, and I immediately need to work on it, then I should do that. And I need to overcome that. So this is how we can overcome our flaws with improvement. And of course, life teaches us and shows us through its mirror of flaws, and we can see where we can improve. And the idea is to see that as clearly as we can and work on our flaws to become better in life. Next, fearless move. So what it's all about, defending or speaking against the wrong when the need arises. It can not be always good, right? We cannot expect always the good things will happen to us. Sometimes difficulties may arise. Some people may try to insult us, criticize us, or who knows, they might try to fight with us. So in those cases, we need to stay ready. We cannot stay calm in those situations. If the situation gets in a way that we have to take a stand for ourselves, then there is no alternative to it. We have to do it. Okay? And that doesn't make you less attractive. That talks a lot about the personality you are, the real human you are, by showing that you can be ready for a defense when the need arises. What an amazing quality you have. Beautiful. And this is important. You need to have that fearless move in you to prove that you can change and adapt according to the situation and you are not scared of anything. Next, the fun factor. Of course, these serious things will be there. Apart from that, you need to have that winning someone's attention attitude, which requires, connecting with people around you. And that connection builds when you stay available to people during the conversations. And that's where you get the humor, you get ideas on what kind of jokes you can share and what not. So this fun factor is an essential part of life which helps people realize whether they should spend more time with you or not. If you can have that fun factor, people will definitely want to spend more time. Who doesn't want to spend time with a person who makes me laugh? I'll definitely want to spend more time with that being. So that's the thing. That's what you need to remember. Next, the golden heart. And by that, I didn't mean always trying to appear oh so innocent kind of guy. No. It doesn't matter what appears from outside, but what one has inside. It cannot be seen. It can only be sensed. So what I mean to say is, ultimately, deep within, if you can have that sense of generosity for people, kindness for people, that will count. Maybe you're not saying or revealing it to people, but people will sense it. In the long run, they will realize what kind of person, what kind of human being you are. And that counts for attraction. Yes. Next, the promise-keeping mindset. It's better not making a promise if you can't keep it. So, we sometimes have this habit of making random promises and then regretting later. So it's better you decide whether you should promise it or not, or whether you should think about it. Think and then tell the person whether you're ready for the agreement or the promise or not. This way you're not hurting anyone's sentiments, and it is another great quality that attracts people's attention and make people spend more time with you. Next, the mood refresher. If you can refresh people's moods by, doing some wonderful things and engaging with them, talking to them, being available to them, they will want to spend more hours and weeks and months and years with you. Who knows, they might become your best friends or closest friends. So you can always have this attitude of mood refreshing, because we need to relieve that stress away from our heads and we need to feel better. All of us deserve happiness. Next, the light of empathy must burn deep within us. We also need to have that feeling. The ones who have this feeling of empathy are most liked, because people will think of you as a person who actually cares rather than who is selfish. So always have that sense of empathy in you, because that speaks a lot about the person you are. Next, resilience shines bright. If you can level up by adapting to situations, meeting the challenges head on like a king, and then overcoming them, jumping over them, and emerging victorious, maybe by falling down 100 times, but then rising up again, people will know what kind of a person you are. And it's a very attractive person who can win like that, who can have that much of resilience in his heart. So it's a beautiful quality you must have. That's it, guys. I hope you liked it. And we have some more podcasts coming up and a lot more in the iCard. So check them out. And you just need to plug in your headphones and forget everything else. Don't need to watch anything. Just listen and allow these podcasts to bring natural, practical, and daily life changes for your self-improvement journey. Also share it with the people who deserve positivity and self-love. Thank you so much, and let life shine bright.